Let's get this. Let's get top of the morning. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Merry Christmas Eve. 76 Mark, I see you. Simply, what's up? We are back, waiting for the notifications to go out. I'm a little bit earlier than normal. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to talk about. You dig? Let's pop that up. Boom. Niter says, how many people shall we block in this stream? I don't know. It's Christmas Eve, so we don't know. We don't know if the weirdos are out, but we gonna find out. I'm always willing to find out. Yeah, now shout out to Niter. We gonna find out. I'm always willing to find out. What's up? Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Happy holidays if you celebrate. We are back in full effect. YouTube is hating. They're not sending out the notifications, but it's okay. People will get them probably late, but whatever. In other news, Nas is killing. He dropped a surprise project, a new album. That man is aging backwards. Shout out to Nasir. Shout out to Esco. Nas is a GOAT. B-Dog says we got one already. Simply didn't get a notification. Yeah, YouTube hating. You know, they wanna stifle the notifications for whatever reason. They do this every time we do a smash hit Boxing Ego watch party. The Boxing Ego watch parties be phenomenal, and then right after they try to, I don't know, throttle the notifications. It's weird, but the money keep coming in, so stay connected. What's up? We just gonna have to warm up the mic until more people get the notification, and we live. Hey, Niter, get rid of him. Yeah, shout out to Niter. Get rid of him. Hey, hold on. Niter's not a shooter? Hold on. What? Niter, you a shooter. What is that? I thought you was always a shooter, bro. How was Niter not a shooter? Hey, Niter, that's your first assignment. Get rid of him. Yeah, block him. Hey, Niter, I just bad. That's crazy. I thought you, I guess because you a channel member and that's the icon. Niter, you got the wrench. Man, Niter part of the wrench gang. Shout out to Niter. Niter, please block him. Get him out of here. He must pay. Hey, shout out to Harry Lewis. He said, nah, you didn't get him. He's still in here. Oh, yeah, you did. No, you delete. Nah. Okay, so you deleted his message. You don't have to do that. So go to the same button and then go hide this user. No, you just deleted his message. That's what it says on my end. Yeah, he's not hidden. He got to go, bro. You just delete. You don't have to delete the message. That'll do it automatically. Just hide them. Ego, what's up with Spence and Beezy? Who's Beezy? I don't know no Beezy. Yeah, Niter. Yeah, Niter got him what? Long. That's what I'm talking about. He said, dude making the beloved Dragon Ball Z character look bad. Bro, it's beta male energy. You know what that is. He was hating. I ain't even come on the screen yet. I ain't even said no words. Oh, man. 2022 is lit. Please donate to the needy. Block him, too. Oh, it's fun, bro. Hey, y'all say I'm a panhandler. This man just came out of nowhere. Block Devin. Spence and Yellow Beezy. What? I don't know. What about Yellow Beezy? Hold on. Let me help Niter out. These dudes. Oh, somebody already got him. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, the Weirdos is out for Christmas. I guess they coming out for Christmas. Listen, I know y'all want to hate so bad. You want to hate so bad, and y'all want to play the games, but the real ones got me. We got a $10 Cash App from my man Joshua Wingfield. While y'all sit up here playing, we just go keep slaying and spraying and getting this cashola to build the channel. Joshua Wingfield, $10. Much love. God bless you. He says, happy holidays. Joshua, hope you and yours have a great holiday as well. And let's bring in the new year in style. Oh, Niter comes with, listen, see, y'all up here playing games. It's okay. We got this. Shout out to Niter. He said 2 for 20. We still making money. Oh, I love Niter's energy. Y'all funny. Yeah, we're going to talk about this situation. I know the haters is mad. Listen, I know y'all mad for the holidays because the love is phenomenal. We're going to keep growing the channel. I told you we're going to close the year strong. And, yeah, we're going to ring in the new year. And it's lit. I'm ready. I'm so ready for it. This video, I plan to talk about Terence Crawford and what his team said about UGAS, who happens to be the guy, that Errol Spence just got for his next fight. Widely reported. I made videos about it. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. YouTube, they trying to hate, so they didn't send no notifications out. So I'm not gonna get started just yet. We're just warming up the mic. Happy holidays, and then it's go time. You know, as soon as the notifications go out a little bit more, it's go time. I'll be able to tell you what I'm thinking and hear from y'all. Like one big happy family. I watched The Matrix Resurrection. Not gonna lie to you, kid. I was a little bit disappointed. I expected more. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I don't know. I just expected more from the movie. Big shoes to fill, though, because the first one was groundbreaking. The first Matrix, you know, and then the sequels was cool. But it was groundbreaking in the first one, so I don't know. I don't know how they was going to do it, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed with The Matrix. Anybody else watch The Matrix, the new Matrix? Oh, simply watching it tonight. Yeah, no spoilers, but yeah, I kind of expected more. Diacona, what's up? Oh, damn, Nider watched it? Nider, he ain't playing. He said the movie was decent. The end was the best, like, you know what I'm saying? Like mid to the end, that was like the better parts of it, but I still expected a little bit more. Just my thought. Hey, that Venom 2 was buns, bro. Venom 2, I was not a fan. I just thought it was weak. That Venom 2 was weak too. Bro, I'm like 0 for 2. Matrix is better than Venom 2 for sure. But Venom 2, I was like, what is this? I didn't really like the first Venom though. You know, maybe I have to start the other channel so we could talk about movies and other stuff in pop culture and whatnot. But yeah, man. Y'all, if y'all got some good movies that I need to watch, then let me know. Let me know some good movies, because I haven't really been super impressed. Venom 2 should have been rated R just because of the content. Shout out to Orlando. I feel you. He said the first Venom was weak too. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I heard Spider-Man's dope. I haven't watched that though. I heard the new Spider-Man is raw. But Venom 2 was like weak. Matrix was cool. It was entertaining, especially towards the end. I like horror movies, yeah. Shout out to B-Dog. See, y'all let me know what's good. Yeah, y'all got some good horror movies for me? Yeah, let me know. Let me know it was good to watch. Nider, okay. Everybody told me that, so it has to be the truth. Yeah, I got to catch that one. He said Venom 2 was too goofy for me. I hated the way they did Carnage. Yeah, and I used to, man, they used to have this game back in the day, like on Sega, called Maximum Carnage. And I'm like, oh, that Antlers? I seen the preview for that. I might have to watch that. It was good. Amiria, don't be lying to me. It was good. I seen the preview for that one, but I haven't watched it. Hey, Robert Montgomery came here swinging. He throwing nothing but haymakers. He said, salute Ego, keep cooking. The Matrix was trash. Bro, I'm not gonna say it was trash, but I definitely expected more. I feel your pain. Bro, if y'all like true hip hop, Nas's new album, bro, Nas is killing. Amiria tripping, bro. I had to watch that Antler thing. But yeah, Nas's new album, that's definitely dope from what I've heard. Yeah, we'll get started in a second. Yeah, I really expected more from the Matrix movie, bro. It was 2 hours and 30 minutes too. So there's that. It's a longer movie. Y'all gotta get the likes up though. Nas's new album is called Magic. Very MAGIC, Magic. Like Magic Johnson. Yeah, now Nas is he's aging gracefully in the game, in the hip hop game. And he can still spit. It's good to see that. It's good to see him doing well after all this time. Y'all gotta get the likes up. Y'all gonna put me to sleep if y'all don't get the likes up. And we gonna talk about the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence situation. And I'm going to explain everything. Ado, what's up? I'm going to explain like the premise of the video, like why we have to talk about this in such detail, because I really feel that there's a lot of ignorance in boxing, you know what I mean? And people have misdirected anger and stuff, and then they get to saying whatever, and not on my watch. I am boxing, so not on my watch. So what I mean is this, like, for example, let's just jump into the content. This is the thing that I'm seeing in the world of boxing, right? I'm seeing in the world of boxing people disrespecting UGAS to try to belittle or denigrate Errol Spence because they're mad that Terence Crawford has made the moves he's made and he's been stalled out and he hasn't got the fight and there's no Spence Crawford happening next. So what they're doing is trying to bring down, Misery Loves Company. They're trying to bring down UGAS and make it look like the UGAS Spence fight is trash because they're little crybabies and they didn't get what they wanted, which was they thought Errol was cornered. And because this is what happened. The WBA, they seemingly scrambled things up. The WBA said that UGAS had to fight Stanionis. So a lot of people with old media specifically, but other people, they thought it was canned and that there was no way what I was telling you that Errol Spence would fight UGAS, they thought there would be no way that could happen. And I told you it was going to happen. Did I not say that? Listen, I know I'm the best in the business. That doesn't even need to be like decided at this point. Most consistent, most reliable, longevity, entertainment. It goes without saying. Talking points that actually hold up, worth a damn. Shout out to Niter. He said, I think it was a bad business move to release The Matrix so close to Spider-Man. Like, how do you expect to compete with Marvel? Like, Bud doing the wrong things at the wrong time. Now all the fights gone. Well, they did a little bit different because The Matrix, at least, because I watched it on HBO Max. So they did the theater run, but it's also available at home. Versus Spider-Man, you have to go to the theater at the moment. So a little bit different, but I get you. Shout out to Niter. I get what you're saying. I get the premise of what you're saying. Diacona. So anyway, that's what this boils down to. A bunch of crybabies crying over spilt milk because they're upset. They thought Errol Spence was cornered and had to fight Crawford next and UGAS versus Stanionis. And that wasn't the case. You thought it was the case, but I told you it wasn't going to happen. I told you it wasn't going to happen like that, right? And now that Bud Crawford, his team, and some of the radical Bud Crawford fans see that Bud Crawford is lacking leverage, which is what I've said from the beginning. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's angry. And that anger, misdirected anger, they're using it against a Cuban fighter who's actually a very sharp fighter and who can scrap. And he's done everything really the hard way and the right way to get the looks that he's got. And that's Ordenis UGAS. So me being a real boxing head and having a popular channel for these many years, I'm not going to allow the UGAS slander because you mad because you thought that Errol Spence Crawford was going to happen, or you mad that Bud has made all the choices that he's made, which has put him in the predicament, like I've been saying, that he's in, and now you're trying to bring UGAS down. You know, as the old adage goes, misery loves company. That's what's happening. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. So Bud Crawford hasn't, I told you guys from the beginning, he hasn't made impactful moves that would further his career and even halfway compete with the likes of Errol Spence in terms of leverage. And now you guys are seeing what I've always told you, and now everybody is upset, or at least the people that came in with this perception and thought that it was going to play out different than what I told you. That's y'all fault. That ain't my fault. That's y'all fault. That's y'all fault. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all know it all. That's cool. I told you what was happening. Y'all didn't want to listen. You didn't want to believe me. Didn't want to have to do this. But y'all made me. Ego Jones Jr. It's going to be that way, baby. So, again, the odd man out is Terence Bud Crawford. So now the angry Bud fans, I can't say all because I know Bud has some cool fans too, but the angry radical Bud fans, now they have to find a way to lessen Errol Spence UGAS, which is a great 3-belt unification. So what they're doing they're doing it by slander. They're doing it by slander, like, oh, he sucks. Errol Spence is a bitch because he picking the weak link, and they're trying to make it look like UGAS ain't that boy, and that's not the reality. The fact is you're a groupie and you're mad because King Ego got it right again. So these talking points, that's why I got to step in, because UGAS is the American dream. UGAS is one of the guys in boxing who you have to tip your hat at how he got the fights he got and how he worked his way back up the ladder after he was a relic and he was forgotten about when he was with Top Rank and he took them early losses in his career, right? He did it the good old fashioned, some elbow grease and hard work and elbow grease, and climbed his way up, crawled and scratched his way up back to the top of the ladder just to see some angry Crawford fans mad. That's what I'm saying, is misdirected anger. It's misdirected anger. Robert, you were correct. It's misdirected anger. So now people are trying to find a way to, since Errol got the fight and you don't want Errol to grow, Errol keep telling you, Ego keep telling you, it's up to you to listen. Errol said, hey, stop that cat. I'm big fish. I'm the big dog. He told you. You didn't think it was true, or you don't want it to be true because you want Crawford to have leverage. But I don't deal with falsehoods. I deal with reality. Reality is Errol Spence, he's been moved and branded in a way where he is the top dog. He is, hey, stop that cat. He is big fish. He said, UGAS won me $1,500. Neither, let's get it. That's the reality. Errol is the big dog. You don't want him to be, because a lot of this stems from an anti-PBC, anti-black fighter agenda. And I understand that Bud Crawford, too, is a black fighter, but he was also, for a large portion of his career, aligned with Bob Arum, who's a Jewish male. And, it's not like a black-owned company like Al Heyman, PBC, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? So Bud was looked at by old media as the anti-PBC that could disrupt, the PBC and Errol Spence and blah, blah, blah. These are the realities, bro. These are the realities of it. Listen, Errol, Crawford, and UGAS, they're all top-rated, great welterweight fighters. You have never heard me say anything different. How is it every time I kick y'all ass and spit the facts, people, there's always at least one person in the crowd, they can't deal with nothing I'm saying, and they say, oh, you're a Bud hater. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I'm spitting facts. You just spitting poppycock. You just talking to be talking. Nobody hates Bud Crawford. Why do I hate him? I don't know him like that. Why would I hate him? Why would I hate UGAS? Why would I hate Errol? Neither one of them have done anything to me personally. None of them owe me money. Why would I hate Bud Crawford? You guys sound like idiots. You sound like little kids. You think the whole world is conceived of hate versus love. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody out there who, they don't hate meatloaf, but it's not their favorite dish. You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean they hate meat or they hate meat. They could eat it. They just, hey, blah, blah, blah. And as far as Bud Crawford, he's actually a fighter that I love watching and I enjoy watching. But that doesn't mean I got to co-sign every single move he's made and I can't look at the situation realistically. And the moment you guys expect that from the channel, then get off the channel, because this is not the channel for you. Because I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to not speak my truths and what I'm seeing in the game to appease any one of you. I don't care. I don't care about anyone else's opinion to the caliber where you can't enlighten me and get me off of this stump or this talking point with any factual information. And I'm just going to be like, oh, hey, if you prove me wrong, then we got some action. But if you just hear everything I'm saying and the case that I'm presenting, and the best you could say is you hate Bud, yeah, that's not going to do it, bro. That's not going to do it at all. Because for years before this situation, we'll say, came into play, there has never in the history of my career been one person that ever said I hated Bud Crawford. The only time it stemmed and when he got to welterweight and he got in the position that he's now in. Now all of a sudden, oh, you hate Bud, man. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. If you listen, at the end of the day, you gonna either prove me wrong with facts, or you might as well say less because it's in one ear out the other. Nobody, like the whole time Bud was at 135, 140, y'all was saying the opposite. Y'all saying, oh, you love Bud. Bud, why you having pound for pound number one? Oh, you riding Bud. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Now all of a sudden, because Bud made the decisions that he made and his career is at the point it's at, and I don't see him having leverage, now all of a sudden I hate Bud. I mean, whatever. You guys can say whatever you want, because you and I know what's going on. You could tell them people you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on. It's not a hate or love thing. It has something to do with the reality. And the reality is Errol Spence is the big fish. I don't give a good goddamn if you like it or you don't like it. That's the reality. He is that. He is the big fish at the welterweight division. Just like Gervonta Davis is the most lit from 130 to 140. I know it hurts. Like the T1000 said. I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. Bro, I know it hurts, but these are the realities. You want me to bend the truth, so I'm just as biased as you. It's never going to happen, bro. It's never going to happen. If Crawford was the man and he made all the right decisions and Errol Spence looked like what Crawford looks like in terms of leverage, I would say the same thing. But it's not the case. If Errol Spence made all the wrong choice, like, bro, it would be, I would say the same thing about Errol Spence. That's what y'all don't get, because y'all never be on my level. Y'all never be on my level. If Errol Spence was the Lone Ranger, Johnny Depp, assigned with Top Rank, and he stayed there for so long, got stagnant fights, stagnated water. You ever have drank like stagnant water? Like there's a very fine difference from like alkaline or crisp, fresh water versus some stagnant water. You ever like left a gym water bottle in your car and then later, it's just been in different changing climates and temperature, room temperature, and you try to drink that water, there's a discern and distinct taste for stagnant water. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? If you leave water in your car in a bottle and then it's in the summer and the temperature is changing and stuff, and then you leave it in there for 2-3 days and then you try to drink some of that water, it's not refreshing. It's not refreshing. It tastes like stagnant water. That's what y'all want to drink, because I'm serving you crisp, fresh water, alkaline water, the best stuff for you, H2O. And then a lot of y'all get it and y'all want to drink the fresh water, but a lot of y'all want mildew water. Y'all want to drink that. I mean, this ain't the channel for you. I don't know how else to tell you. Y'all want to drink mildew water, piss water, that's on you. You want to drink pee-pee like Juan Manuel Marquez, that's on you. But I'm serving crisp, fresh water. Y'all want to drink that stagnant water that's been in the car for 2-3 days and it tastes weird, that's on you. Happy holidays, Prince Savage. So I'm serving you the alkaline stuff. Yeah, I'm Dr. CB. I'm Dr. CB with it. I'm serving you that alkaline. If you don't want to drink it and you're used to like tap water or tap water from Tijuana, yeah, that's on you. If you want it with fluoride and stuff floating in the water, you go to Mexico and drink the water. Go drink the tap water and give you the bubble guts. That's okay. If that's what you're used to and that's what you want, you could go there where they don't, you know what I'm saying, like a place where the water filtration is not the best. You know? That's on y'all. So all I could do is do what I'm doing like a waiter and serve y'all. Listen. I could do like a waiter and serve y'all. I bust, boy. Slow it down. I just dissed you. I said I do like a waiter and serve y'all. I bust, boy. Bro, man, come on. Stop playing with me, bro. Y'all drink what y'all want to drink. But I'm serving that fresh, that alkaline. So, yeah, it's not a love-hate thing versus Terence Crawford. That's not even in my DNA. If anything, to be honest, it sounds like some of the Terence Crawford fans are the ones that are hating on Errol Spence and hating on UGAS because they saying that UGAS is garbage and stuff like that. So if you really want to keep it all the way funky, that's what I've seen more. What I'm saying, how is the truth hating? I'm gonna ask y'all that. How is me telling the truth hating? Bud just gonna wait for Keith Thurman. Bro, I don't care what he waits for. Like, bro, you're at a, oh my gosh. Y'all are driving me insane. The operative word is Bud is gonna wait. It's gonna wait for anybody. Like, bro, the fact that you guys are leaving these comments on what you think is gonna happen is furthering, and y'all don't even know y'all making my point for me. Y'all don't even understand. You're making the point for me. Oh, Bud's just going to wait for the winner of Errol UGAS. Oh, Bud's just going to wait for Keith Thurman. Then you making my point. Bud is not in a leveraged position if he got to wait for anything. Bro, do you think Canelo Alvarez needs to wait for anything to make his next fight, or him being who he is in having the leverage that he has? He's going to just do what he wants to do. What don't y'all understand? Y'all keep telling me, people say, oh, Ego, oh, you wrong. They say I'm wrong, but you proving my point right. Man, hold on. Let me get this money. Y'all starting to irritate me. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Happy holidays, everyone. God bless you. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah, New Year's, all that. Let's get it. I'm with that. Happy holidays if you celebrate. Real Dr. Hank McCoy, let's go. Merry Christmas to you, my brother. He didn't get no notification. They want to hate so bad. Just smash the like button. Leave me some comments. Let's go. No, I'm with you, bro. I'm just saying Bud is out of options. But that's what I'm saying. Like, people keep saying, okay, this is where we're at right now. There are people who, they just get it. I speak clearly, eloquently. They get it. They understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. They understand the message. It makes sense. But there are a select few that are acting as if they do not understand what I'm saying, but you could tell by the comments that what I'm saying has to be true, because people are saying, even some of the ones, and I'm not saying you, Kyrie, specifically, but even some of the ones that are saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm not being correct, and I'm a Bud hater and all this other extra garbage. There are even people like that are saying, oh, he got to wait for Errol Spence UGAS. He got to wait for Keith Thurman Barrios. If he has to wait, you are not the A side, bro. Floyd Mayweather, on top of the game for so long. Canelo, he's one of the guys that, at the top. They don't have to wait. They can select you. Bro, it's like, I mean, what ways do I need to say it? Like pimps and hoes, right? A pimp selects the hoe, right? That's the reality. A hoe doesn't, like, she could choose like who she want to be with to a degree, but it's not the same, bro. The pimp is the one that, is the one in charge or whatever. The hierarchy. Nider says, $5, appreciate you. Bud Crawford, waiting for a fight is just as embarrassing as Canelo having to wait for Street Jesus to finish for the BMF fight with Nate Diaz. A bad move all around. Facts. Bro, that's what I'm saying. By way of the fact that y'all say Terence Crawford got to wait for PBC to have their fights for him to decide what he's going to do and try to get winners and stuff, that's showing you what I'm saying has to be true. Because let's be real. Answer. All I want to do is have y'all answer. Let's play the truth game. I'm going to say something. I'm going to ask something. All you have to do is tell the truth. Does Canelo have to wait till David Benavidez fights David Lemieux before he decides what he wants to do? That's a bar. Does Canelo have to wait for David Benavidez versus Lemieux to decide what he wants to do? Y'all let me know that. Does Canelo have to wait? Like, if he doesn't wait for David Benavidez, and trust me, I want to see the David Benavidez Canelo fight. But from the reality of the positioning, does Canelo have to wait? Does he have to? Like, he's going to be broke and not have a paycheck or won't unless he waits and to see what David. Of course, everyone's saying no. So that's the thing. Bud has to wait. He has to wait to decide. I mean, he could stay busy, but I've already went through it. If he stays busy versus who is free in the first or second quarter, I promise on everything, you will not be able to stump me. We came up with a few names: Jaron Boots Ennis, right? Cody Crowley, which really doesn't seem realistic at all since he's the mandatory after beating Abu Kakarov, right? And beating him bad. And he's the mandatory for Errol Spence UGAS winner through the IBF. So that doesn't even really make sense. Or Castillo Clayton, maybe somebody like that. Maybe David Avanesian. Outside of those people, who is a realistic and available person for Bud Crawford to fight in the first quarter of next year that builds his profile more so than his last fights with Top Rank and puts him in any type of leverage position over Errol Spence fighting Ugas for 3 belts? I'll wait. Bro, y'all getting slaughtered like always. Slaughtered.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Bro, if there's somebody out there that can deal with what I'm saying and prove me wrong, please stand up. Please stand up. I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm waiting for one of you cowards to say something, bro. I'm waiting for you cowards. Where they at, bro? Every time I give y'all red carpet treatment, y'all say, oh, Igor, you're biased. And yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Now answer the question. Name somebody that is open and available and realistic for Crawford to fight in the first quarter outside of those couple names, and none of them are really big fights at the moment. David Avanesian and Cody Crowley, those aren't big fights. It don't matter how good the fight is or dangerous, they're not big events. The biggest would probably be Jaron Boots Ennis, and that's super risky. And he doesn't have a belt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, is that the fight you really take? I don't know. I'm waiting. Y'all keep saying, oh, you don't know, you're biased, oh, you hate Bud. Okay, so you explain it since you know. Virgil Ortiz already has a fight. Listen, I'm going to start blocking y'all. Listen, don't open your mouth unless you know what you're talking about. Virgil Ortiz is fighting Michael McKinnison. This already came out. We already went over that. If you open your mouth, be prepared for the smoke. I'm only here for the smoke show. If you open your mouth, you better know what you're talking about because I'm fully cocked and I'm ready. I'm ready to let her rip. Virgil Ortiz, don't ask no question. If either you know or you don't know. I'm not with that, bro. Y'all say I'm wrong. Somebody gonna prove me wrong out this muff. Somebody gonna prove me wrong. We gonna see. So outside of the handful of names that I just said, who can Bud Crawford fight in the first or second quarter? And he said Bud ain't fighting Boots, which I agree with. I don't think that would be his team's next move to fight no Boots. Super dangerous, you know, and it's more of a high risk fight for a guy that don't even have a belt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you would do that. It benefits Boots more than it would benefit Crawford. And the funny thing is you don't see the same Crawford fans really pushing for that fight. I haven't really seen that. They keep saying Errol Spence, but I don't really see nobody pushing Crawford in the direction of Boots. Somebody said a Sean Porter rematch. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, he's retired. So Pacquiao's retired. Sean Porter's retired. Who? So I don't know what. See, this is the thing. People get mad because I speak so well and speak so blunt, but I'm speaking blunt because I've already been there. I've already looked at the welterweight picture. First of all, in any given division, there's only a certain amount of people that you can fight. To begin with, there's only so many good fighters that are relevant, that are, you know, especially move the needle. Terence Crawford is 34 years old, bro. He's 34 years old. So for boxing, not as a human, as a man, but for boxing, De La Hoya, just to put in perspective, De La Hoya retired and he was like 35. And he has amassed all these great names from Pacquiao and Mayweather to Shane Mosley to Julio Cesar Chavez. Danny Garcia is not realistic. And that's another PBC guy. Listen, what don't y'all understand? Y'all, listen, I think about the big picture. If you guys have a thing, you can ration. So this is my opinion. Danny Garcia is coming off of a loss to Errol Spence. If Terence Crawford in 2022 in the first quarter fights Danny Garcia, that means you're fighting a Danny Garcia Errol Spence just beat, and he's coming directly off of L and a long layoff because that fight was in December 2020. So Danny Garcia took the whole year off and just worked on his business. He's coming directly off of L, and y'all telling me this will get Terence Crawford the type of recognition where he can, I said a fight that you think would uplift Bud's profile to the point where he can demand what he's demanding. I don't see how that does that. And it's not realistic for several reasons. One, Bud, that would be the third person in a row, literally, that Bud would fight if he fought Danny Garcia. And I'm not saying I hate the fight. I'm just being realistic. But that would be the third person in a row that you fought that was Errol Spence's leftovers. How does this give you the leverage? And he's coming directly off the Errol Spence loss and a long-ass layoff. How does this benefit? Like, you know, at the time, I'm telling you, boxing is all about timing. It's all about timing. At this current juncture, Danny taking 2021 off and ain't fought since December 2020 and lost to Errol Spence one-sided. Does that really benefit Bud? At this current juncture. Beyond that, Danny said he's considering the plunge up to 154, so I don't know if that's realistic. The third thing is when Bud was with Top Rank, there were moments, I know because I made videos about it, where Terence Crawford and Angel Garcia or Terence Crawford and Danny Garcia, there was some back and forth. Top Rank and Team Crawford never got those fights done when they would have been great fights at that point. So what makes you think it'll be done now? At the worst possible timing, since Errol Spence just beat Danny and he's off a long layoff and said he's moving up. So to me, that's not really realistic. You got to show me that that's realistic because Danny said he's moving up. All the reasons I just gave you. Danny said he's moving to 54. Danny ain't fought in a year plus by the time they would fight, and he's coming directly off a loss. And the fight didn't happen for several years for Crawford. So what's to make it happen right now when Danny Garcia is moving up off a loss? It doesn't sound realistic, bro. So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking realistic fights. That doesn't sound realistic for the reasons I gave you. And even if it was, let's just say everything I said was trash, which I know it wasn't. What does that do for Bud to get over Errol to demand 60% and Errol take 40 when Errol already beat the guys you just beat in your last 3 fights, even if he did fight Danny Garcia? Yeah, come on. These young boys can't beat me. I told you, bro. The only thing you could do is sit at home and say, "Oh, Ego, you're a Bud hater." Yeah, that's I expect that. I expect you to say that because you have nothing else to compete with what I'm saying. So of course you're gonna be in denial. Say, "Oh, you're just hating." Yeah, okay, yeah. Bro, it's that simple. I told you why I don't think that's even realistic. But even if let's scrap all that and say it is the most realistic, he could fight Danny Garcia at welterweight off a loss to Errol Spence and a long layoff. That's similar to Sean Porter. Sean Porter's last fight was for Maya during the pandemic, the year the pandemic was first widely known about, and he was on a 450-day layoff, and he was coming off a loss damn near to Errol Spence. You know, he was 1 fight removed, the Formaya fight, which was like a okay fight, you know what I mean? So what does that really do for Bud right now to fight another Errol Spence leftover on a long layoff? I don't know. I don't really think that. I don't think it really does much. So y'all striking out. Shout out to my boy, the real Dr. Hank McCoy. He said you're a hater, but they can't refute your facts. I told you they can't. That's why I said. That's why I expected. I expect you to say foolish stuff because you can't. The only thing is, oh, you're stupid, you're an idiot, ha ha ha, and laugh at your own jokes. And I know you can't deal with what I'm saying. Block John Doe. Yeah, we're gonna make you a John Doe for it. But he is ending them quickly. What does that mean? Ending who quickly? What is that? Okay. What does that have to do with it? He's ending someone quickly. Well, okay. What? And then the Sean Porter, what round did he even get knocked out? Kenny Porter ended that. You know what I'm saying? Now I wouldn't say it was quickly. It was in the later round. Get him out of here. Give me some better work.
Damn. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
He ain't gonna be in Rush I told you they can't deal with it. Deal with the facts. Deal with the facts. We working with facts only. Facts over feeling. Shout out to Daryl Keys, $5. Okay, listen, let's put a pot up. Let's put a pot up. All these super chats, I'll match it, and let's put a pot up. Every single super chat. And then the house gets to keep it if y'all can prove me wrong with some facts. Listen, it's money. Money is money. I'll let the money go. If y'all could beat me in the debate, I'll let the money go. But if you can't, then I get to keep the money. Let's play. I'm with that. Bro, no name calling and all that. Let's do the debate. Let's put some real money up. Let's get it. I'm with that. Shout out to Daryl Keys. Whatever y'all super chat, I'll match that. Easy work. I'll match that. All these, look, we got $10 from Josh. We got another $5. I'll match all that. I'll double it. Y'all still can't beat me. Y'all still can't beat me. I promise you. You still can't beat me. With nothing, it proved me wrong. Nah, it ain't happening, bro. Not with this. It said, keep speaking the facts The real facts, brother. Shout out to Daryl Keys. Happy holidays, Daryl Keys. Let's go. I'll double it. These young boys can't beat me. I don't care what you talking about. I've already done the math. John Doe just became a John Doe. Get him out of here, bro. Like, don't say, oh, you hate Crawford. No, I don't hate him. So it's your word versus mine. I don't hate Crawford. So now let's get back to the facts. Ego Matumbo. Yeah, word. Let's get back to the facts. These young boys can't beat me. That's what I said. People are like, oh, Terence will just fight UGAS. What are you talking about? Errol Spence about to fight UGAS. How Terence gonna fight UGAS? They gonna double team him? Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage? What you talking about? He could just fight UGAS. What y'all talking about? This is WrestleMania? This Hulk Hogan? Macho Man? Oh, yeah. Errol, you go in and tag me when you want me to fight UGAS, yeah? Bro, what y'all talking about? He could just fight UGAS. Do y'all watch? Bro, do you fools listen to Ego or do you just skim through it? Have I not been saying the same thing? I see Crawford fans talking about, oh, Crawford will just fight UGAS. What are you talking about? Errol's fighting UGAS. How is Crawford going to fight UGAS? It's a tag team match. Sometimes I don't like your comment, but you got to respect the hustle. You're the heart. Block him. I don't care what you like. These young boys can't beat me. Block him. JR Bot, yeah, you a junior to me. Get him out of here. He got to go. Man.
Go look up in here.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't know that.
He ain't gonna be in rush hour 3.
Get these dudes out of here. I don't care what you like, bro. This is my show. Yeah, I don't really like your comments, so then leave. That's all you got to say less. That's all you got to do is say less. Like Floetry, instead of all you got to do is say less. Get to stepping. Bro, go watch The Matrix, because I'm in The Matrix. I'm the new Lomachenko. What y'all talking about, bro? I'll blow this soundboard up. We'll keep playing. I'll push the button at any time. Nighter, bro, tell them to stop playing with me. They was crying in there, bro. Bro, if you don't got no answer for me, just remain silent. See, shout out to Jackie. She get it. He gave you a backhanded compliment. Yeah, that's all. Oh, I don't like anything you say. All right, let's say less. You didn't have to say none of that. Bro, I'm not here for the beta male stuff. He said, I don't agree with nothing you say, but your channel, you work hard. Bro, I know I don't need your validation. I got up at 7-something in the morning and got busy. I get busy every day, bro. I don't need no validation from no puny man to tell me that I work hard. Man, get these young boys, bro. Y'all ain't ready for the real alpha. Y'all ain't really ready for the real alpha, bro. Man, I don't need no man to tell me I work hard. My work speaks for itself. Who is you? Because you stock boxes at Walmart, you supposed to tell me I'm working? Bro, I know I work hard. That goes without saying. Shout out to Daryl Keys. That's my guy. Let me see what he got to say. Bud fans gonna be mad when Spence make that boy look slightly better than Mikey Garcia. Word. Hardy Case, these young boys can't beat me. So I'm waiting. Bro, he thought he was my manager. Oh, yeah, you've been working hard. Bro, I don't need you to tell me that. I know I work hard. I know bro, listen, I be having fun. I know they can't outwork me. He at Walmart on the receiving team, Night Stalker. Bro, you Richard Ramirez, because you a Night Stalker at Walmart. Put them boxes away, boy. Bro, you the Walmart Richard Ramirez with the teeth because you a Night Stalker. That's a bar. Listen, I'm Sly Stallone and Billy D. Williams. I Nighthawk you. You Richard Ramirez at Walmart because you a Night Stalker, bro. Let's play. I'm with the kid with the golden voice is back. The kid with the most bar. Listen, Listen, now I'm not crazy. Everything I'm saying is saying. I said I'm Sly Stallone and Billy D. Williams. I Nighthawk you. You work at Walmart. Richard Ramirez. You a night stalker. Bro, you a night stalker. Put them boxes away so I can get that salsa off the shelf. So I can pick that salsa. I need that picante salsa. I need that paste picante. So you make sure the shelf is real plentiful up at that Walmart. I need that Bigelow tea. So make sure them shelves are stocked. Yeah. make sure them shelves is plentiful when I come through. Make sure you got the shelf full when I come through. What y'all talking about? You better put them Twinkies on that shelf, boy. Shout out to Niter. Speaking of Walmart, I seen that hating dude I used to work with. He got fired at Walmart. All I could do is laugh. Hey, Niter, you wrong, bro. You wrong. This boy Niter he's tripping, bro. Bro, he the new Richard Ramirez. You a night stalker. They hating on me. I'm a YouTuber. You a night stalker, bro. You better know your role, like The Rock say, bro. Bro, we get different types of women. All I have to do is like, yeah, girl, you know I'm a YouTuber. Huh? Yeah, I get up whenever I want. I make videos. I get to talk on the mic. You see what I'm saying? You gotta tell people, oh, I'm the night stalker. What? You gonna scare her, bro. Tell her you the night stalker. Man, y'all better stop playing. Amira. Stop. She sent $5. I know it's going to be I know she's going to say something crazy, bro. Just in case you don't go live tomorrow, happy holidays. I appreciate you. How you got 3 names? I can't tell y'all her government. How you got 3 names, though? Hey, you married. Look at her. You married. She got 3 names on the thing. I see the government. You better stop playing, bro. She like my partners, my Hispanic partners. They got like Raul, Juan Francisco, El Gallo, Estrada, Gonzalez. Bro, she got a lot of last names. Bro, she double married. It's polygamy. Hold on. Hold on. You a polygamist. She got 2 husbands and a boyfriend. Nah, that could. She said I got 2 first names. I see, bro. Man. She had 2 first names, 2 last names. She picked her names out of a hat at a raffle. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this one. Y'all tripping. What else are y'all saying? See, y'all got me turning. Let me drink some more coffee. Y'all got me tripping. She said she ain't married. I don't know. I know a girl, and she tried to act like she wasn't married, and I seen her on the gram. You know how it like recommends, but it was her dude's gram. I'm like, I thought she wasn't married, and then I seen her on a dude gram. It's like day out with the family. Some of the girls, some of the chicks on the gram, they be kind of sneaky. They be sneakily moving in 2021. Bro, I swear, this girl, she said she was single, and I randomly seen her on the Explore page. I'm like, what is that? And I clicked, it was her dude's page. I'm like, oh, she at Disneyland with the fam. I'm like, man, she kind of shady. Slim Shady, brain dead like Jan Brady. I'm an M80. You little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing. Dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer. She on that Slim Shady, bro. That's hilarious. Y'all tripping. Anyway, these young boys can't beat me when it comes to this Bud Crawford talk because you don't have no answer. Who is Bud gonna fight in the first quarter? That's all I'm asking. Nah, I can't dress like my girl. I hate that. Nah, I can't do that. Sadie Hawkins? Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing dudes, some of y'all dudes be simping. Y'all be Y'all be simping. Y'all gotta like wear the same. She wearing UGG boots and you wearing UGG boots. Like, nah, bro. You wildin'. She control you. Nah, we don't have to wear the same things. And you ever see a couple and they've been together so long they start to look like each other? They like look like brother and sister damn near. Y'all ever seen that? That'd be weird. Have you guys ever seen that? Like where a couple, they've been together so long they look like related. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they became one spirit or something. One kindred spirit. And they start looking alike. Like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. And so you be like, damn. You turned into her. Like y'all look identical, boy. Now that'd be weird. Now I be paying attention to that type of stuff. Or you ever see a pet owner and they start looking like they dog? Like, bro, have you ever seen a pet owner and it be a pug and then her face turn into a pug face damn near? Like, damn, y'all both looking puggish. The puggish, ruggish bone. Like, y'all look alike now. Nah, I don't want to spend that much time where I turn into it. The girl got my feet, big ass lips and a beard. Nah, I don't want that. I don't like that. Now, I've seen some pet owners and they look dead on they pet. I knew the dude, he had some lizards and stuff. This dude had, his name was Brian, he had lizard. He turned into a lizard. He turned into a reptile. I was like, man, what happened to Brian? Man had a forked tongue. Bro, he turned into a lizard. I swear, bro. His eyes look like reptile. They went back and he's like, hold on, I'm thinking his eyes start flickering. I'm like, oh, hell no. That turned into an amphibian. Bro, I promise, bro, he turned into the Lizard King or something. He looked like he was looking for Peter Parker. Bro, I promise he had all these snakes and lizards. That man, he started slithering into class. Bro, I promise you, that boy turned into a salamander real quick when he got all them lizards. Bro, reptile win. Bro, I promise you, y'all better chill with these pets y'all be getting. Bro, I thought he was an X-Men or something. He a mutant. You better go see Charles Xavier about that. This man, the whole lizard, he got bit. That's what I think maybe happened. He maybe got bit by the lizard and Brian turned into a lizard. You know what I'm saying? That lizard did something to him. Loyal to the game, boxing talk. What's up? Happy holidays. Hey, Walking Dub, you a fool. You a fool. Yeah, he was a reptile for Mortal Kombat. I promise you, he started looking like one of them. I'm like, damn, bro. His skin got all scaly and, you know, and I think he like let his skin dry out. He started shedding in school and stuff. Oh, hell no. Unhinged his jaw out this moment. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Smash the like button. The cook-up.
It's another young cat, man, that's he's kind of like a solid killer. His name is UGAS.
This is Brian McIntyre Bomac, Terence Crawford's manager and trainer. A couple years ago, 2018, telling Trill Boxing Talk, there's this guy out there, he's a solid killer. His name is UGAS.
He's kind of like a solid killer. His name is UGAS.
Yeah, I know
His
that.
name is UGAS. He's the number one for the IBF, which is
He's the number one mandatory for the IBF for Errol Spence's belt.
UGAS. He's the number one for the IBF, which is Spence belt. And a lot of fighters don't talk about him, man, because UGAS is real dangerous. You know,
A lot of fighters don't call out UGAS or talk about him because UGAS is real dangerous.
and a lot of fighters don't talk about him, man, because UGAS is real dangerous. You know, he's lost twice, but, you know, he got a new team now. They out in Vegas and shit, man, and this cat is on a roll.
This cat is on a roll.
In Vegas and shit, man. And this cat is on the roll.
UGAS is on
And
the roll.
actually, that cat beat Terence in the amateurs at the Pan Am Games.
UGAS beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs at the Pan Am Games.
The amateurs, man. And this cat is on the roll. And actually, that cat beat Terence in the amateurs at the Pan Am Games.
Yeah.
And so that dude is on our radar. You might as well get him out the way. And
Bo Mack, Terence Crawford's manager and trainer in 2018, said UGAS is a stone cold killer. A lot of guys ain't calling him out because he can really scrap for real. And he beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs. And he said, that guy's on our radar. We should get him out the way. But you never fought him and never got him out the way. Oh.
But and when you get knocked out the way, hey, we might as well go on and lock it on in with Spence after that.
Wow.
And that should be like towards the end of the year, around this time next year.
So y'all going.
So all the fans hating on UGAS because they're upset that Terence Crawford business moves have played out like they played out, and Errol Spence got UGAS. Now what can you say when Team Crawford themselves were giving UGAS all of the credit for being a dangerous guy in 2018? But wait, there's more. What makes that even more crucial, and your boy Ego's really gonna drive that point home, is this interview was from 2018, and you hear Terence Crawford's trainer and manager Bo Mack showing the utmost respect and revealing that UGAS beat Crawford in the amateurs in 2018. You were saying he was dangerous. So what can anybody say about UGAS now, considering the fact that since 2018, he beat, in my opinion, Sean Porter, but then on paper, he beat Omar Figueroa, Abel Ramos. Oh, yeah, and he's coming off the Manny Pacquiao victory where he dominated Pacquiao. Another guy, Terence Crawford's team said, just like UGAS and Errol Spence from that 2018, which hasn't happened. That's another person that you said Crawford was going to fight that never happened. These young boys can't beat me. Bro, I promise, bro, on everything I love, these young boys can't beat me. If you can make more sense than me with this situation, you know, you're going to have to let that be known. Let it be known then. These young boys can't beat me. So all of the, like I've seen, like I can read some of the filth that I'm seeing about UGAS, but I don't even want to waste y'all time, and I don't want to waste my time. And I don't even want to look for, I have some of it, but people are saying, oh, Errol Spence is a duck. Oh, he's a B word because he's fighting UGAS and UGAS is weak and UGAS. Well, Terence Crawford's team in 2018, before he fought Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao, his biggest win since that point, Terence Crawford's team didn't say he was weak. They said he got UGAS on our radar because he beat Crawford in the AMs, and we want to knock him out. And then a year from now, which would be 2019, fight Errol Spence. But guess what? You didn't fight UGAS in 2018 or 19. You didn't fight Errol Spence in 2019, like you said. So you didn't fight UGAS. You didn't fight Errol. You couldn't get those fights lined up. And then Pacquiao was another fight that for 8 years we were strung along and your team couldn't get the fight done. And most notably, last 2 years, you said you're going to fight Pacquiao in Abu Dhabi and Qatar, and they fell apart because of the pandemic, and then the money wasn't there. So what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? These are the situations. Bud's manager, Bo Mack, gave UGAS all the props in the world. They couldn't get him any of the fights that would have been relevant for Bud's career. So here's the thing. And I know these young boys can't beat me. I make this look pretty. Listen, I make the game look pretty. I make this look good, man. I make boxing look good. Here's the thing. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So you could say, you know, I know some people are gonna like, woe is me type of attitude. So they're gonna say, oh, Bud, he tried. He wanted all those fights. But the reality is the reality. He didn't get none of them fights, right? So it doesn't matter. Listen, what matters that, oh, I wanted to do something, but you didn't do it. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't get you anywhere in life. Like, oh, ego, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I never pulled the trigger and got my butt behind the mic and started my YouTube channel. You see what I'm saying? Then there would be no boxing ego because I wanted to. That doesn't get you anywhere. So if you can't get whatever fight you want, you have to go around that and look for other fights that are meaningful, right? Because there's other meaningful fights in since Bud's been at welterweight that his team, like let's say PBC was playing all the games in the world and they just wouldn't let none of the fighters fight Bud. Okay, why didn't you fight Pacquiao when you were both with Top Rank? You don't have no excuse for, like, let's just say PBC is the devil and they won't work with anybody, despite PBC did Wilder Fury, and despite the fact that Marcus Brown just lost to Better Biev on Top Rank. So, and Sean Porter was sent to ESPN and Top Rank. So explain how come you didn't get other fights. You like Pacquiao, Virgil Ortiz, Jerron, any of these fights would have been like better than some of the fights that Bud has been built off of at welterweight. Shout out to AJ. He said they $10. Happy holidays. They didn't really want to fight UGAS the same way they don't really want to fight Arrow now. It was a strategic way to deflect the Arrow fight from critics. Nothing more, nothing less. Darius the Great. Bud wanted no parts of UGAS. He remembers those butt whoopings from the amateurs. He could have fought UGAS instead of Porter. We know why he didn't. Darius says, but ego, he fought Jeff Horn and Amir Khan. Yeah. They say that like that means something. Bro, I'm telling you, this stuff is not adding up. Point blank, period. It's not adding up. Bud is a great skilled fighter, but the business moves haven't moved the needle enough for Bud Crawford. It's that simple. So I just showed you through his own team's actions and words, they said they wanted to get the UGAS fight. They said they wanted to get the Errol Spence fight. They said they had the Pacquiao fight, none of which happened. All of these fights would have furthered Bud's career and given him like more to choose from in terms of leverage. But if your team doesn't get none of them done, then it is what it is. But here's the thing. Again, there's going to be people that have this woe is me attitude. Amira says, show us your t-shirt. Why y'all listen? Okay, fine. Look. Y'all happy? I got two of my favorite wrestlers on there. Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. Terence Bud Crawford, you said that you was gonna fight UGAS in a fight there, yeah? Bro, I got the Macho Man Randy Savage. Listen, I'm a savage like Randy. Bud Crawford, you said that you were gonna get the Pacquiao fight. Bro, you said you was gonna get the Pacquiao fight. You see what I'm saying? So at some point, you have to look towards the fighter in terms of accountability. Oh, I used to love the Ultimate. That was my favorite wrestler, Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace. Man, start shaking the ropes and stuff. Oh yeah, rest in peace to both of them, actually. Nider said, Bud is the human manifestation of the boy who cried wolf. He sold so many wolf tickets, he's mad that we don't believe anything he's talking about. Bro, listen. Again, none of the fights that Bud's team said they had or going to get, did they get. They said, I showed you an interview shout out to Black Fight Fan TV, Trill Boxing Talk for the interview. That's where the audio is from him. Bo Mack said in 2018, UGAS is dangerous. He's a killer. He's ranked number 1 for Errol Spence's belt. And that's a guy we want to line up. But you never fought him and lined him up. There were times where if you bro, UGAS really got popping after the Sean Porter fight, right? So instead of UGAS fighting Sean Porter, Bud had his belt. Why didn't Top Rank make that fight? UGAS wasn't, it's not like he was like this at the time. It's not like he was this crazy, the crazy draw. Like the Pacquiao fight just happened this year. You see what I'm saying? Pacquiao fight just happened this year. So this is the best time for UGAS in his whole career. And here's the other thing. But wait, there's more. UGAS was with Top Rank before he was with PBC. So how come Top Rank didn't make a Bud Crawford UGAS fight? You know what I mean? Like UGAS, he got his best wins and developed his name with Premier Boxing Champions because he had his best performances, Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao. Those are the two names that stand out above all that UGAS has fought. So Top Rank had Terence Crawford for the last 20 years or whatever, and they had UGAS. And listen, UGAS, Bull Mac just told you UGAS beat Crawford in the amateurs. So I'm sure if Bomac knows that, Top Rank probably knows that, or at least they're in connection with Bomac. So why didn't Top Rank think and Terence Crawford's team think, man, we gotta fight that UGAS dude because he beat us in the amateurs. That's an easy storyline. But you let PBC do all the work in terms of the storyline and bring UGAS' story to life, and then now you're on the window outside looking in, and you're like trying to put pressure that you don't have, like the leverage you don't have. Why didn't explain that? If Bomac knew that before Crawford was even a pro, he had lost to UGAS and Top Rank, I would have to assume that they knew it because they had both fighters. So you don't think Top Rank knows that Robeisy Ramirez beat Shakur Stevenson in the Olympics? These are big deals. And if they have scouts and stuff doing their research, then yeah, Top Rank knows Shakur lost to another guy they signed, Robeisy Ramirez of Cuba. So you don't think at any point Top Rank knew that UGAS, who they had signed, and Terence Crawford had faced each other in the amateurs. And Bomac is putting it on wax publicly. So they probably knew that. But they never made that fight. So I don't understand. How can I blame PBC for developing the storylines and the branding with their fighters and getting them in the position that the reason we care about Errol Spence is because of he was branded and put before you and given opportunities, and we got to see. I'm like, okay, this dude kind of lit. Oh, man down. Okay, he's selling out. You know what I mean? And it was over the stretch of years, he was branded that way. Terence Crawford's branding does not match. His branding, ESPN had arguably the best fighter that they've had since Pacquiao, you know, and they didn't treat it like that. Top Rank, they didn't treat it like that. So it's like what Bud Crawford fans, some of them, they want to be mad because Errol Spence is what he says he is and is doing what he says he's going to do. I don't get that. Errol said, I'm cleaning up my side of the street. He's doing that. Errol said, I don't need no tune-ups. Danny Garcia is a tune-up for me. He fought Danny Garcia after the car wreck. Errol Spence said, oh, this eye injury is unfortunate, but I've been through worse. I'm coming for the Pacquiao-UGAS winner. Since I had to give it the Pacquiao fight, I'll be back for the winner. He's back for the winner. UGAS won. So why do you guys, don't just say, oh, you hate Bud and all that. Tell me why you expect me to get mad at the guy that consistently said and did what he said he was going to do, as opposed to the team that I just showed you in 2018, Bomac saying we want to line up UGAS because he's dangerous and beat Crawford in the AM. Fight never happened. They said, oh, hey, man, Bud, next fight, we holding out for the Crawford fight. the Pacquiao fight. Never happened. He said in that interview, we want to fight Errol in 2019. Never happened. Come on, bro. Y'all got to make it look bad. And then here, listen, bro, Crawford is a great fighter, but all y'all going to get this work because everything I'm saying is factual. Here's another thing. Who remembers the fact that Crawford and Sean Porter could have fought previously, but Bud Crawford told Porter, per Porter in several interviews, he said he made the call and said, hey, we decided we wouldn't fight each other unless we talked about it. So what's good? I'm down to fight you, right? Porter says that Crawford said, oh, not right now. I got something else big lined up. That something big lined up was allegedly Pacquiao, which wasn't really lined up because it fell apart twice. And Bob Arum said the fight's dead in the water and the money wasn't there. So Bud could have fought Porter well before when they actually fought last month, and Sean Porter wouldn't have been on a 455-day layoff, and even on a 455-day layoff and a retirement fight, because he said he knew he was retiring, win, lose, or draw, at least would have looked better because Bud would have been fighting Porter not on a super long, dumbass long dry spell of inactivity. I mean, what are we talking about? So Bud said he can't fight Porter because he has something big lined up. That something big lined up turned not to be Pacquiao, and it was Kell Brook, well, a fight we didn't need to see. So you could have already fought Porter. So this is the decisions that Bud has made. These are the timings and the different things that I'm putting into perspective for you, all factual, and this is why Bud's in the position that he's in. It's that simple. They showed on the ESPN telecast, Bud has been out the ring since last year, Kell Brook, and then Crawford or Porter was on an even longer layoff, 450 plus days. It's not my opinion. This is what it said on the telecast. So again, if Bud's team put him as a priority and made those decisions and fought UGAS in 2018, like they said, then that would have been a great win for him. Or after the Sean Porter fight, everybody that watched the fight, a lot of people thought UGAS beat Sean Porter. Why didn't Bud go after UGAS? Why Errol was fighting Sean Porter in the unification? Explain. Because UGAS beat Ray Robinson by stoppage. Bud fought Mean Machine, who was coming off of a Ray Robinson fight where Mean Machine really lost to Ray Robinson, if you know boxing and watch the fight. So 2019, it would have been better after the Sean Porter fight even though UGAS lost, we know he didn't lose like that, right? So it would have been better in 2019. You still would have got a lot of respect for beating UGAS because we know he should have been a champion. Hey, shout out to the dude that sent CashApp for $1. I'm not reading your comment. So yeah, thank you. No refunds. I'm not reading that, bro, because that don't have nothing to do with what I'm saying. So yeah, shout out to you. I'm not reading that, but thanks for the CashApp. Appreciate you. Happy holidays. Next. Bro, and I know you won't put the same stuff in here in the chat because the shooters will just remove you. That's why you went to CashApp. So thank you. Again, explain how the timing has never been. Larry, what's up? Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. The timing is not on Bud's side. Like the timing in which you're fighting Sean Porter, timing in which you're fighting Kell Brook, Amir Khan, the timing when you fought Mean Machine when he was coming off a Ray Robinson, it should have been a Ray Robinson loss. Go watch the fight. Don't take my word for it. Go watch Ray Robinson versus Mean Machine. That was Mean Machine was on a long layoff, and Mean Machine still dropped Bud Crawford in the fight. These are all facts, bro. These are all facts. Like this, I don't see. This is the thing. This is why I know I make boxing look pretty. People want to do what I can do, but they can't do what I can do, bro. He said the shooters got the boy hiding in the CashApp. Word. They can't do what I do, bro. I can kill y'all with all facts. That's something, that's elite. I'm not, you say it's hate, but it's all factual. If I want to hate on someone, I'm just going to hate and make stuff up about them. Why would I tell facts about somebody to hate on them? I'm killing y'all with all facts. Ain't nobody in here could prove nothing I said wrong. I'm waiting. Tell me that Mean Machine didn't fight Ray Robinson right before Terence Crawford got him as the mandatory. So listen, Mean Machine was Crawford's mandatory, but he shouldn't have been because he lost to Ray Robinson. So technically, Ray Robinson, who said he beat Crawford, beat Mean Machine. So he would be the mandatory that Crawford should have had to fight. But we know how this works with politics and boxing, right? Where sometimes the wrong guy, just like I'm telling you, I've said from day one, UGAS beat Sean Porter and he didn't get credit for a knockdown in that fight. Just like Mean Machine knocked down Terence Crawford and didn't get credit for it. But the difference is Mean Machine got stopped by Crawford versus UGAS and went to decision. So in a close fight, that knockdown definitely should have pushed UGAS over. But I think he won even without the knockdown. So realistically, Errol Spence is fighting UGAS, who we all know is a two-time champion because he beat Sean Porter. So if Errol Spence could beat UGAS, he's eliminating any doubts because Sean Porter won per the judges. He unified and took the belt from him. But now he's fighting the other guy who I think beat Sean Porter. So if he beats him, who just beat Manny Pacquiao, then that means Errol's that dude. Because even though I think Sean Porter shouldn't have been a champion in the Errol Spence fight because he lost to UGAS, now Errol's fighting UGAS, so it doesn't really matter. Does that make sense? Oh, man, I'll make this look too easy, man. Shout out to Voice of God Boxing. Let's go. I'll make this look too easy. So everything, there's a paper trail and breadcrumbs to everything I'm saying. I don't have to lie to make someone look bad. They're going to look how they're going to look, whether that's good or bad. All I have to do is speak the facts and speak the truth. And then you guys can at home can decipher how it makes each person look. I don't care about none of that. I care about the truth. And the reality is Errol Spence has made impactful moves. His team, his advisor, Al Heyman, his networks, he worked on Showtime, worked on Fox. They are doing a better job of promoting their welterweight than has been the case for Crawford at welterweight. Point blank, period. And here's the thing. There's a lot of people that I know for a fact, I know you can't refute anything I say because to do that, that would force you to lie. So you don't know more than what I'm telling you. So the only thing you could do is lie and, oh, you're hating or deflect and, go to a whole different scenario. But here's the thing. Terence Crawford fans, the radical ones, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have this woe is me attitude like, oh, Terence wanted to fight this guy and that guy. The reality is he didn't fight any of those guys. So if listen, this is why I'm saying you can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you fought the guys or you didn't fight. In Crawford's case, he didn't get none of those fights. So how does he think he's in the driver's seat, which is another standpoint that I'm saying. So even if you want to take the stance and the standpoint of, hey, Crawford tried, but he couldn't get those fights because of politics, okay, fine. He wanted all these fights. He couldn't get them. Then how can you have your cake and eat it too and acknowledge that he didn't get none of these fights and the timing wasn't great for a lot of these fights, but then also he's saying he deserves the lion's share of money? These don't make sense. These are not one and the same. You can't say, oh, this guy hasn't done the heavy lifting and it's not his fault. Okay, even if you think it's not his fault, how does that put him in the driver's seat and give him more leverage than big fish Errol Spence? So either way, you're trapped. Does that make sense? either way you're trapped because you're feeling sorry and woe is me and he wanted the fights, but politics kept him and iced him out and whatever. Okay, if that's your standpoint, then how are you saying you're the A side over Errol Spence that deserves 50-50 or more money when you're acknowledging that his welterweight run is not the same and he hasn't been doing the heavy lifting? Y'all some rebels without a cause, like Kamal Oz said. It doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm always gonna stand on the side of the truth. And what y'all saying don't make sense. The bottom line is everything I'm saying is true. Errol Spence is the big fish. Errol Spence has been branded better. Errol Spence has done the heavier lifting. And that's it, you know. Unless you could prove me wrong, and I know you can't do that, so you might as well just forfeit. Either he couldn't get the fights like I'm saying, which now equates to the fact of bad business dealings, bad decision making, not securing the bigger fights that would have upped your profile, which leads to my other point. He's not in the driver's seat. You can't say he's in the driver's seat while agreeing that Crawford didn't get none of the big fights. Then you're not in the driver's seat. So everything, notice how what I'm saying adds up perfectly. The equation adds up perfectly. Right? What the man fans, Terence Crawford man fans are saying doesn't add up. You're saying he deserves 50-50 and 60-40, but acknowledging that he didn't do the same type of work or get branded well. Man, come on, bro. Give me some better work. And again, in business, I'm telling you the reality. In business, nobody cares. In business, it's no other YouTuber's job to make sure I get paid right. That's between me. That's an arrangement between me, YouTube, and Google. It's no other YouTuber's job. There's no YouTuber, and I have some relationships and friendships with some YouTubers, but there's no YouTuber that's going to wake up every single day and put videos on my channel and make sure, like, check in with me. Oh, Ego, did you upload enough content? How are you tracking? Are you doing good? There's nobody doing that. This is my baby. This is my journey. This is my channel. And that's the reality. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, there's nobody going to feel sorry for you. And when it's all said and done, we have to be accountable as humans in terms of what we get out this world and what we don't get. Like, imagine having a career, let's say YouTuber, and I let my fate lie in the hands of somebody else. I master my own destiny. So for that very reason, I preach independence and going independence for that very reason. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the only person, if things didn't work out for me, I put it and I manipulate the game in a way where when it's all said and done, if something doesn't get done, if my realest dreams and visions aren't realized, there's nobody to blame but myself. I don't have anyone. I created the foundation. I created the pillars. If this doesn't work, it's because of me. And I'm not willing to let that happen. So good luck. You know, I'll see you at the finish line. I'm going to realize all of my grandest dreams. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it in somebody else's hand. Like everything just stops because it's somebody else. No, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm captain in this ship. You see what I'm saying? I'm captain in the ship just for that very reason. I'm making the decisions that hopefully pay dividends late. Bud Crawford could have done the same thing if he was business minded like this, right? Floyd Mayweather, he's another American dream, you know, more successful than me, obviously, right? Floyd Mayweather, things weren't going how he wanted with his career for whatever reason. So under a cool meal, he took the gamble. He bet on himself, $750,000, right? And he said, I'm out this top ranked deal. Give me my walk-in papers. I'll start from scratch. I'm going to team up with this guy, Al Heyman, who's from the music industry, and we're going to see what's shaking. And he did that. and it obviously paid off. How do you buy yourself out of your top ranked contract for $750,000 and you make billions for yourself and billions for the sport of boxing? Then do you know how much of a comp that is? Do you know how much margin that is? You didn't even have to spend $1 million and you made $1 billion. I mean, you like quadrupled your worth. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people, listen, the people that don't get it are the people that aren't going to be successful, because you still making excuses for why the world's against you. And so that's how some of the Bud Crawford fans seem. You're going to have a big, there's going to be a big disparity between people like you and people like me and other successful people, because you want to blame other people. You want to blame other people for your shortcomings. If I didn't make something happen, it's my fault. It's that simple. And the moment you realize that, and the moment you take accountability, the sooner you can change it. It's like addiction. They say you can't overcome addiction if you won't even admit that you're addicted. You see what I'm saying? How you beat an addiction and you don't even think you have an addiction? It doesn't make sense. Bud Crawford and a lot of the fans seemingly have this woe is me against the world. Oh, everybody in boxing playing a dirty game. Boxing is dirty. Boxing is a dirty game. It's nobody's business to secure the rightful moves for your business unless you're in a partnership with them. That's the reality. Everybody's trying to save their own ASS. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no businesses out there. So like McDonald's sell a billion burgers a day. If Burger King burned down, if there's a Burger King, some arsonist, do you think McDonald's is going to stop their business and start a GoFundMe for Burger King? That's their ops. That's their competition. What don't y'all understand about business? I'm saying it as bluntly as possible. If the Burger King building, the chef makes an error, the wiring's bad, and it's ablaze, and it's on fire, you think McDonald's is going to stop their production to help Burger King? That's not business. Business is cutthroat. And Bud is acting like he knows how to swim, but he doesn't know how to swim. Not with the Sharks, because everything Errol Spence has been doing and his team has been doing has been building the brand, not denigrating the brand. You signed with Bob Arum, who is Harvard educated, been in the game, and he's now recently, even when you were still owed him a fight, the Porter fight, throwing you under the bus. That's what you decided. You decided as a Black American man from Omaha, Nebraska, I need a re-up with this Jewish promoter, Bob Arum, and his company, Top Rank, when you could have explored other options. Because like even Devin Haney is young, but he's getting paid. Whatever him and Eddie Hearn got going on, he's getting paid. So that part is discerned. Crawford had to keep whooping people, and then eventually was able to probably negotiate some of the bigger things. But Teofimo, he's younger, and he was able to amend his contract and play the game. But Crawford, you got to play the game. That's it. It's that simple. You got to play the game. Sir, what's up? You got to play the game, bro. And you got to make the moves that make the most sense. And can any of us comfortably and confidently say Bud Crawford made all the moves that you would have pitched? If you were Bud, listen, I got a question. Shout out to Jamel 000. I still remember people telling Crawford to go fight UGAS right after Spence Porter happened, but the extreme Bud fans were saying they won't give Bud credit for beating him anyway. If they did, he would be in a better position. Word. I got a question. If the more successful Bud Crawford was, you were his agent or you're getting a cut of his money, so him being successful, right, means you're more successful. Would you advise Bud Crawford to re-sign to Top Rank in 2018? Peep to play. If your success and bank account was also dependent on Bud being successful because you had a deal, a partnership, and you were his agent or PR person or whatever. So the more successful Bud is, the more successful you are, and you are his advisor. Would you have told Bud, hey, the best singular choice you can make right now in 2018 is to re-sign with Top Rank in 2018? Okay, Nider says no. Sura said, no. Nah. Voice of God says there's probably 5 dudes in this chat plus Ego that could have done a better job on Bud's career than Aram did. So again, this is what Bud Crawford fans fear: accountability. So I asked remember what I said, my rule: direct questions require and solicit a direct response. I asked a very straightforward question. Would you, if your success, your growth, because he was one of your clients, was Bud Crawford, so the better off he is, the better off you're doing, right? Would you have advised him to re-sign? Everybody that voted said no. So what are we talking about? So this falls on Bud as well, because this is the choice you made. Like, for example, we'll use the opposite. Drake. Everybody knows who Drake. Y'all better not come to my studio with that fate. Yeah. Everybody knows Drizzy. Drizzy took a chance on somebody he was cool with and already working with, a fellow Canadian producer, OVO 40, right? That partnership actually works because OVO 40 is underrated, and OVO 40 be cooking up some crazy beats and samples. So it's partly your team. Drake was smart enough to say, I got the voice and I got the lyrics and the pen game and the concepts, but this producer, OVO 40, he's nice and we gelled together well, so we could take over Ish and chart with our song, with our creative minds together. So that's an example of a situation where it works. Drake chose a producer at his craft who's willing to learn and was cooking up some dope beats, and it doesn't work exclusively with them, but they put together a lot of hits together. You see what I'm saying? So that's a wise decision for Drake to work with OVO 40, to work with 40, because look at how many hits they put together. Or Nas. Nas is working with Hit Boy. Hit Boy did Niggas in Paris. Hit Boy's Raw. That makes sense. Okay, you're gonna do an album with a producer. He got crack. And I know this stuff because I do hip hop. I record. I write. You see what I'm saying? Bud didn't choose Hit Boy for his career. He didn't choose OVO 40. He chose, some Omaha producer, and now it's everybody else's fault because you chose some guy because you wanted to show him love, some Omaha producer, And then now your record's not doing the same type of sales. You know what I mean? It's everybody else's fault. Errol Spence he got a dream team. Derek James is raw. He's a great trainer. Al Heyman's obviously advising him because he's making money. He's buying ranches and wrecking cars and buying the same car again. So obviously every time I see Errol Spence, he looks well taken care of. I seen this video, Errol Spence, his girl, I don't know, he gave her money and she was counting money. She had stacks. This is just true. She just had stacks. So obviously it's working for him. That's my point. Bud Crawford and his fans want to blame everybody for decisions that really he made. You chose to stay with Top Rank so long as opposed to exploring free agency when there's other stuff out there. That's why, listen, man, in life, you can't be fearful. Put it this way. I've taken several chances in my career, stuff you don't know. When I started my channel, I'm not ashamed to admit this. When I first started my channel many moons ago, when I first started my channel, I was working a regular job like I've always done throughout my life. Since I was age 14, I've always had a steady job, a regular job. I didn't know what the internet world, I mean, I was always tech savvy, but I didn't know about making money online. I didn't know how much YouTube pay. I didn't know none of that, but I took a gamble. And then when YouTube, and trust me, I wasn't making what I make now, of course, but it got to a point where I seen the vision and I was making a little bit, and I was like, man, I could really focus more attention on my YouTube and wake up when I want and then just really go hard on this and not work this job anymore. And that's what I did. So I made the transition out of typical 9-to-5 type of job and said, I've worked hard enough. I got a like little head start with, seeing how YouTube works. I'm going all in on the YouTube, and I never look back. That's a risk because at the time you don't know. First of all, when I did this, not everyone everyone wants to be a content creator and influencer now. But when I did it, that wasn't the case. Everybody, like you could go to Target. I went to Target the other day. They have a section and it says content creators. There was no section in any store that was dedicated to podcasters and influencers and content creators when I started this. You see what I'm saying? So it was a major gamble because, there weren't people making careers on Twitch and stuff like that. So it was a gamble to leave traditional work that I've always done since age 14 and try to go full time with YouTube. But guess what? I'm an Aries. I'm stubborn. I'm headstrong. I know what I'm capable of. So I said, we roll the dice. And I did that. I never looked back. Bud could have did the same thing. Bet on yourself. I always bet. Listen. When it comes to taking a bet, one thing for me, 11 out of 10 times, if it comes to betting on myself, I'm going to do it. I know what I'm capable of. I'm not a morning person, but if I choose, I know my willpower is insane. My willpower is insane. You ain't never seen no willpower like mine. I could give up anything cold turkey. If I was drinking soda, I could just cold turkey it. My willpower is insane. I'm not a morning person per se, but if I tell myself, hey, you got to get up every single day at this time, I can do it. My willpower is crazy. So when it comes to betting on myself, I'm going to do it each and every time because I know what I'm capable of. You may not know what I'm capable of because you ain't seen it, but I promise if it's betting on myself, I'm there and I'm at that because I know what I bring to the table. There's no one else that could put a price on my head and tell me like, oh, this is your worth. They don't know what I can do. Only you internally know what you can do. I know I'm willing to learn. I know I'm passionate. I know I got the golden voice. I know I got conviction. I know how to hustle. I know how to make relationships and network. I know I'm a people person. I know I'm funny. I know what I bring. I know my purpose. There's no one that can tell me anything else. So you guys bet on yourself. If you're not willing to bet on yourself, you're not comfortable with yourself. And you got to spend a year or two, a couple years getting to know who you really are. What makes you tick? What wakes you up? What is your purpose on this earth? Because you clearly don't know it, bro. If it comes to betting on myself, I'm doing it every time, bro. Stop playing every single time because there's nothing that can stop me, bro. But the man upstairs. Nothing that can stop the mindset I have. So Crawford could have did the same thing, bruh. People like E40, Master P, Nipsey Hussle, Jay-Z, they showed you. They all gave you, especially if you black, because those are all black cultural icons, right? Tupac, they all did it. Bro, the record labels, they had problems with Pac because they want to rap about killing and shooting and stuff like that. And he doing Brenda Got a Baby, which is a crazy story about a girl that gets RAPE and then pregnant and has the baby on drug. They're like, you want us to put this out? And he had a vision. He believed in it. He's like, this is a message my people need to hear. And he put it out. Classic song, classic material, classic artistry. The label didn't want that, but you don't let nobody tell you what's popping. Pac knew how to connect to his people or his audience or the world, because that's why he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want to take a chance on yourself, and it's sad. And Terence Crawford, it's the same thing. Bro, he could have been his own man. Like, when have you ever seen Terence Bud Crawford, he got the little logo like this? When you ever seen that on the backdrop of any of his fights at his weigh-ins? You don't. It says ESPN the top rank. That's what it is. It don't have the Terence Bud Crawford, Equinox looking symbol and TBC. It don't say none of that. It never say that. It always says ESPN, because that's where you sign with, ESPN and top rank. And this is a decision you didn't bet on yourself. Bro, listen, I know my worth. I don't come cheap. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't come cheap. Like, we gotta figure, if it gets to a level where I know what I'm representing for the company, right? What I'm representing for the company, then it's gonna get to a point we gotta talk about a little bit of ownership. We gotta talk about, like, some shares or some way for me to get my feet wet, especially when I'm driving numbers and stuff. Crawford, truth be told, he did consistent numbers with ESPN, but he never got treated like it. They all, like Oscar Valdez and stuff, he cheating and stuff. Crawford never failed no drug test. He didn't have to cheat and fail drug. He didn't have to do that. He don't have no, like, smut on his rep like that. And ESPN and Top Rank, they still didn't, like, all the way push Crawford like I would have pushed Crawford if it was my promotion. That's the reality. Tyson Fury, he a drug addict too. Crawford, to my knowledge, there's nothing public that he was doing none of that type of stuff. And this is who ESPN, like, put, in front of your eyes. Oh, everybody listen to this sob story about how Fury was fat and on drugs. I don't care, bro. Come around my way, that happen all the time. People get fat and on drugs. Come to the Bay, bro. You'll see that stuff. I'll take you to North Texas and Fairfield. You want to see crackheads, bro? I'm not moved by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's what ESPN and Top Rank, that's what they get Mark Kriegel and listen to Tyson Fury complain about how he chose to get fat and on drugs and how he bounced back. They didn't give you the Crawford got shot in the head. They didn't give you this black man story. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, Crawford came from the hood. There's gang activity. He got shot in the head. Woo, woo. They don't really break it down and make you feel sorry for him. But then they want you to feel sorry for all these foreign fighters. Lomachenko, because he could hold his breath for 8 minutes. I don't care about none of that. He couldn't hold his breath versus Salido and Tio. I don't care about no. And see, that's the thing. Y'all up here, oh, Ego, you hating on Crawford. Bro, I got the utmost respect for Crawford as a man and a fighter. And he's one of our own, like it or not. He's an American. He's a black American fighter. I definitely want to see him do well. He's an American. You know what I mean? And I'm an American. But I'm not going to co-sign every decision when I don't see it that way. It's that simple. And I said the same thing. I'm the most consistent, most influential, the biggest trendsetter in boxing. At the end of the day, if I was his promoter, Crawford would be the maximum priority because he could fight. His willpower is insane. He got a body of work, almost 40 fights, knocking everyone out at welterweight. But they didn't give him that, and that's what he chose to stay with. And then now he has the opportunity of free agency, and I still don't think he'll make the decision that I think makes the most sense. So, it's kind of hard for me to just have a pity party for someone who's, I can't look out for Crawford more than he's looking out for Crawford. Does that make sense? You shouldn't look out for anyone more than they're willing to look out for themselves. Do you agree? Jake Paul knockout was better than the Valdez thing, if we're being honest. especially since you did drugs. Valdez failed the test, right after. I don't know. Bro, I can't look out for anybody, Crawford included, more than they want to look out for themselves. I listen, call me an a-hole, call me selfish. I refuse. I am not going to look out for nobody more than they want to look out for themselves. It's that simple. Nobody. Because I have a life to lead. I got things I need to accomplish. I can't be preoccupied with what other people are doing in the grand scheme of it when I've always rooted for them. I've always showed love. I've always wished the best. I don't sit around with fighter voodoo dolls, putting pins in the doll. Oh yeah, Crawford, you gonna pay. I don't hate anybody. I don't have time to hate anybody. And then a guy like Crawford, he's given me no reason to hate him. Now, I mean, I can't speak on what people feel about my content or what they feel about me, but I definitely respect Crawford. But we just disagree. If anything, because if Crawford listens to all of this stuff and he's like, oh man, he don't know what he's talking about. I mean, to each his own. But that's the reality of it. I think Crawford had many opportunities to, if you really want, okay, put it this way. If Crawford wants all the fights he's saying, why stay away from PBC? Just give me one logical reason, as opposed to opening the floodgate and trying to have that conversation and maybe seeing if you can team up with them. Why would you stay away from, he's staying away from PBC like Superman stay away from kryptonite? You see what I'm saying? Why would you do that? If 9 out of 10 fighters you're calling out are all with PBC, and with the fan, he should fight Danny Garcia. He should fight UGAS. He should fight Errol. He should fight He should fight Braun. These are all PBC fighters. So how can any fighter say, I want to fight 9 out of 10 guys that are with one promoter and then not consider, especially if they have an opportunity and freedom, going to that place where it has the bulk of what they need? Come on, bro. What are we talking about? If you are looking for home improvement, you go to Lowe's, where I used to work, or you go to Home Depot. And then more than likely, they have majority of what you need, right? You need mortar, they got it. You need play sand, they got it. You need some appliances, they got it. Carpet, they got it. You're not going to go to, you need serious construction work, building a house from scratch, and you go to Target, you go to Walmart. I mean, they might have a hammer or a couple things you need, but they don't have mortar and stuff like that. We've all been in these stores. So it behooves me to even hear anybody who allegedly thinks different than what I'm saying is you go where the action's at. It's just common sense. If you're a crackhead, you go to a crack house. You go to a trap house. You go to a dealer to get your fix. Crawford wants to get his fix on his terms and stay away from the places that are known for getting the fix. You see what I'm saying? So you're on drugs and you're looking for a fix. You go to the police station. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Why would you go to a police station when you're looking for contraband and narcotics? That don't really make sense. You stay with Top Rank and they had no welterweights for you. That's your decision, buddy. This is just kind of, if I want Chinese food, I go to a Chinese food spot. And if I want real Chinese food, I definitely ain't going to Panda Express. That ain't no real Chinese food like the type I like. Crawford think he gonna get authentic Chinese food at Panda Express. He say he want real Mexican food. Errol Spence is the Mexican food, so he go to Chipotle. Bro, if you really want Mexican food, you go to the hood. You go to taqueria, you know what I mean? You want that al pastor, you want that carne asada, like you go to the hood, bro. Listen, if y'all want some Mexican food, come out to the Bay, and I promise you, you got to go to the hood. If you want the best Mexican food, you got to go to the hood. It's non-negotiable. Like if you in Frisco, go to Mission. Go to the taqueria, bro. You don't go to, like, you know what I'm saying, downtown SF, you know, plazas and stuff, Union Square. Like, y'all some squares, bro. Them hood restaurants slap. I be in the hood. If I go to Frisco, I'm in the hood, bro. I'm in the hood with it. And I'm good with it. It's that simple. The man said Bud looking for a Big Mac at Burger King. Y'all cooking. If you in Cleveland, go to Sharks to get that hood food class. That's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes you have to make that. You got to go get the hood food in the hood. That's just what it calls for. Like, now, I don't want to go to a movie theater in the hood because the movie theater in the hood be run down. I want to go to the nice where the white folks is at. Listen, I want to go to the nice. Listen, when it comes to the movie, that's different. I'm going with the white folk. I'm going. If you look like the Golden Girls, I'm following y'all. We going to that movie theater because they got the best stadium seating with the recliners. Nah, I'm not doing everything in the hood. There's a time and a place. If I'm going to movie theaters, I'm not trying to get shot at the movies. You know what I mean? Nah, bro. The food, that's different. You got to get some grub. I go where the fat people tell me, man, that's all I follow. Like on Yelp, I follow the fat people. Like there's a way on Yelp you can follow people. Like Instagram. If I see your reviews and you fat as hell, man, I'm gonna follow you on that Yelp because you might know a thing or two. Cause how you get that big? Because you went to all the spots. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I look for fat names. Just names that I think you might be fat. Bertha. Yeah. I'll be on, like, you know, you go to Yelp and they got the reviews. I'll be looking for the fat sounding names. Like Biggie Smalls. Let me see I'm going to read his review, bro. Biggie No. Everybody hit the DECK. My slow flows remarkable. Bro, isn't that, bro? I look for the fat names on Yelp, boy. What? Like, listen. If I go to a restaurant, like if I go to Yelp and then it's like a restaurant I had never been to, I go look for the fat names in the reviews. Like if you sound skinny, like Courtney, your name is Courtney. Courtney, like bro, you sound too skinny. Your name Courtney. That sounds like you skinny as a rail, bro. I'm looking for the name that the late great Christopher Biggie Smalls Wallace. Yeah, I want to read his review. He know what he's talking about. Everybody, I like this young man. He went from ashy to classy. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of Lees. Besides that, I'm eating cheeseburgers and Welch's grape. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I'm looking for the fat name, Fat Albert. Yeah. Bro, them Yelp reviews. Bro, I don't know. Yelp be tripping sometimes. Yeah, Sherman. Bro, if your name's Sherman, I'm at you on that Yelp when I'm trying to find them food places. Bro, some of them people be lying on Yelp. This dude said he ate a burrito and found a nail in it. I'm like, bro, I ate burritos at this place. I ain't never found no nail in it. Like, bro, this dude's like, oh my gosh, I got a carne asada super burrito and there was a nail in it. Like, bro, you put that nail in there, you try to get you a little lawsuit. Bro, this dude had a picture of the burrito and he put a nail in the burrito and said they put the nail in there. I don't know, bro. That look kind of suspect, bro. You ever see them wild Yelp reviews where they said that there was maggots in my salad? Like, bro, nah. Y'all be wilding on that Yelp. I be reading the reviews just when I get bored sometimes. Now he trying to come on. There ain't no damn nail in your burrito. Bro, because if there was a nail in your burrito, you probably be dead. You would have swallowed it. Like, it'd just be over, bro. Because if I'm eating a burrito, pause, but then I'm finna eat the rusty nail on accident. Because them burritos be slapping, bro. Them burritos be smacking. Nah, bro. He said he found a nail in the burrito. Bro, you work at a construction site and they drop that. The guys above you drop that. The union workers. They can pay to have inaccurate reviews take down. Yeah, some of y'all hating on it probably competitors and stuff. I'm glad YouTube don't got no Yelp. The Chupapi Muñeños, they be like, oh, this fool's getting paid off Canelo. He hates Canelo. He hates Bud. Bro, I'm glad there's no Yelp for YouTubers. Y'all be hating. Oh, all he does is ask for money. Ego blogger. Bro, if YouTube had a Yelp, my channel, y'all would be hating. Give me 1 star and stuff. Y'all some haters, bro. All he does is beg for money. That's all he care about is money and begging. Ego blogger. Y'all some haters. Nah, y'all be hating too bad. That's crazy. I hate Canelo fans. Bro, these Canelo fans. Bro, it don't even make sense. Canelo, he'll fight a baby and they'll justify, oh, the infant had it coming. Like, bro, he's fighting a baby, bro. That's a newborn, cuz. You gonna let Canelo punch up on this newborn, cuz? Bro, I promise you, Canelo could fight a literal baby. Not the baby, the rapper. I'm talking about a infant. Fresh out the incubator. Canelo, I was born ready. Bro, he punching the baby and yeah, man, the baby kept crying, so Canelo had to do something. Bro, these Canelo fans, bro, y'all on your own, bro. Canelo, he been finna do like Space Jam, fight an animated character like Marvin the Martian or Stewie or something. Ew. Bro, Canelo fans would justify Canelo fighting an animated character. Homer Simpson or something. Somebody said he only 6 months, but he undefeated. It's a tough matchup. Word. Bro, Canelo fan, y'all tripping, bro.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
Y'all be, bro, these Canelo fans be tripping, bro. Y'all be tripping on me. When we were kids, having respect, that felt good. But being respect, that felt even better. What movie is that from? Listen, y'all don't know these movies. When we were kids, having respect, that felt good. But being respect, that felt better. Like what movie is that from? What movie is that from, cuz? Bro, you ever know them gangsters that just be like they be posed like this? Shout out to Chris. He know his. All right, Chris. Bro, Chris know his stuff. Hold on. Bro, you know them gangsters they be always ready to fight. They be like this. Be ready to squabble though. No, shout out to Chris. He know his stuff. Tupac sampled it. I see death around the corner. Anyway, everybody have a wonderful day. You ever seen the gangsters fight like that? I know they be like, you better knuckle up, bro. Squabble on the dead homies on it. Bro, yeah, gangsters really fight like that though. In LA, that's how you have to chunk them in LA though. Look like a hood Notre Dame mascot. Y'all tripping. Anyway, That's my time. Bud Crawford, we'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's decided. Y'all can't prove me wrong. I'm waiting. Name who Bud gonna fight. Who Bud gonna fight though? Bro, who Bud gonna fight though on the set? Listen, y'all playing with me on the set. Who Bud gonna fight? Listen, tell me who Bud gonna fight though in the first quarter. Tell me who he's gonna fight. That's realistic. Walking Dub, appreciate you. Bud fighting Thurman. Thurman fighting Barrios. Next, who else? Happy holidays, Voice of God Boxing. Who Bud gonna fight though? Bro, who Bud gonna fight though? He about to fight Mr. Deeds or something. Mickey said his accountant or advisor. I think Bomax is a manager. Bro, we don't even know if Keith Thurman get past Barrios. So, bro, Bud is on ice. You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice. Regis Prograis has a fight scheduled in Dubai. You're on thin ice. Bro, nobody can outthink me. That's sad. I gave you the options that seem realistic. Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, they already have fights scheduled. So how you going? So those guys are going to cancel their fights to fight Bud Crawford, and there are 2 140-pounders? Not likely. Oh my gosh. These young boys can't beat me. Bro, these young boys can't beat me. I said realistic. So it's realistic that Josh Taylor was supposed to fight December 18th. I told you, you boys can't beat me. Josh Taylor was supposed to fight December 18th. He had an injury, so it got pushed back. He's fighting his mandatory at 140 where he fights Jack Adderall, Attaboy or whatever. And Regis Prograis got a fight in Dubai. So once again, Bud Crawford got to wait, like I told you. Mikey Garcia, that's not realistic since Mikey said he's moving down in weight as opposed to staying at 147. Beyond that, he just coming off a loss. I've already said Boots. I said Boots is an open available name. Listen, just to recap, the only names that were realistic that were open were Jerron Boots Ennis, Cody Crowley, but that's not really likely because he's already in line for the Errol Spence UGAS winner as mandatory, and the winner of that fight will have 3 belts. Or a guy like David Avanesian, or the guy from Castillo Clayton from Canada. And majority of those fights outside of Jerron Ennis aren't hot. Like, they're not big fights for Bud, especially leverage moving fights. Jerron Ennis would probably, out of that list, would probably be the closest. So outside, Sura said he ain't fighting Boots. See? He said Bud should have fought Gary Russell when he had the chance. And Gary Russell got his own fight against Mag Sayo. So who is Bud gonna fight? I'm asking y'all. Y'all ain't got no work for me. If it's not one of the people I said, name a realistic fight at 147 that he could fight in the first quarter. Man, come on. Sergey Lipinets said after Jerron Ennis whooped him, he said he's moving down to 140 again. Mikey Garcia said he's moving to 35 or 40, and he's coming off a loss. Danny Garcia said he's moving up, and he's coming off a loss to Errol Spence. Bro, who is he going to fight? Virgil Ortiz is fighting Michael McKinnison, 2 ranked guys in Bud's sanctioning body. Who is he going to fight? That's all I'm asking. Y'all got it all figured out? Prove me wrong. Listen, I've been sitting on here waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. Can't none of y'all do it. That's sad. All the people, all of y'all brains put together can't outsmart little old me. Looking kind of shaky. Name a fight that's realistic, makes sense at 147 and really does something for Bud's career outside of the other people that I name, and most of those weren't big fights, except for Jaron Ennis, and I don't even know how big that is. It's dangerous more than anything. Name somebody, bro. I'm telling you. So Adrian Broner just struggled with Santiago, and then Gary Antoine Russell just demolished Santiago, and Broner says he's been inactive. Do you really think, like, come on, bro? Myron Dinard, you're better than that. Move up to fight Charlo. Charlo already has. Oh my God, I'm done. Y'all just guessing. Listen, just admit y'all can't beat me, bro. There's nobody that's outthinking me. Jermell Charlo is fighting in Houston against Castaño. It doesn't make sense. Conor Benn is calling out the likes of Adrian Broner and Kell Brook and Amir Khan winner. He's not fighting Crawford next. These young boys can't beat me. I told you. Not no one in boxing can defeat my points because y'all just speculating and guessing random stuff. Bro, you could think this through and you'll see it doesn't make sense. Adrian Broner and Crawford, if they haven't fought at this point, I highly doubt that. And even if that, listen, I've already thought about all of this. Even if he fought Broner, is this the best time for Crawford to really fight Broner? Not when they're at 140 or 135 or something, but now when he's coming off another layoff in the Santiago performance. Come on, bro. Lamont Peterson's retired. Oh my God, these young boys can't beat me. What else can I do? Listen, I told you, y'all having these pathetic random guesses. You know this stuff doesn't make sense. Lamont Peterson out of retirement. Okay. Even though he's training Vito Milnicki or something, he's going to come out of retirement for Crawford. Come on, bro. It's like you guys throwing out random stuff. You just doing it to hear yourself talk. You know it doesn't make sense. It's not even really worth typing. I said a realistic option. Y'all saying, oh, Charlo, he has a fight. How's that realistic? When he's fighting Castano for undisputed. So he's going to stop doing that to fight Bud, who has no belts at 54. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So again, it's probably going to have to be, if he even does fight early in the year, it'll probably have to be like an undesired kind of stay busy type of fight, which further puts him from the leverage conversation of being big fish over the big fish, Errol Spence. I'm telling you, wait. I can't wait till this stuff happens so we can see. So we can see who's right yet again. And you know who is. Facts, Ego. Bud is going to either fight a stay busy fight or be inactive waiting on the sidelines, which again doesn't. Shout out to Juan Martinez for making some damn sense in the chat. Shout out. Thank you, Juan Martinez. If more people were leaving educated boxing comments such as you, this would be very smooth. Shout out to Juan Martinez and happy holidays. Exactly what I've been telling you. Bud is going to have to fight like a no-hoper type of unheralded name. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Van Herdeen or something, you know, just anything like that. Like something random that no one's really requesting. Or fight a dangerous like Jaron Ennis, which I don't see happening. Cody Crowley, which I don't see happening. David Avanesian, maybe. But even still, if he fights Cody Crowley, Castillo Clayton, David Avanesian, what does that really do for Bud? It doesn't move him up the ladder or anything else. You see what I'm saying? Walking Dub, you're not listening. You guys, listen. You guys might as well just talk to yourselves because you're not answering my question. He said, that's why I said Thurman if he wins. I said the first quarter of next year, maybe even second quarter. Thurman is fighting against Barrios late February. So how is Crawford gonna wait if Thurman wins and fight Barrios in the first or second quarter? Keith Thurman, oh my gosh, bro. You guys, it is sad that y'all hate to see somebody on top, such as myself, and be right. So you're trying your damnedest to stifle me. And it looks bad. Keith Thurman fought one time, or in February, he will have fought one time in 3 years. You honestly think that Terence Crawford is going to fight Keith Thurman, a guy who fought one time in 3 years, in the first or second quarter when he's already has a scheduled fight and the man is barely even fighting as it is? Come on, bro. The man Keith Thurman been on, he had a get back year in 2019, I think it was. He didn't fight one time. And then he finally fought Pacquiao, and then he didn't have no fights for 3 years. Finally has one with Mario Barrios, and y'all really think that Keith Thurman is going to fight again a second time in the first 2 quarters? Come on, bro. Against Crawford at that. Not even knowing if he can get past Mario Barrios at this point. Come on, bro. I'm telling you, I have yet to meet the person that enlightens me with this argument. I've yet to meet him. You guys keep saying, oh yeah, Conor Benn. It's not likely. Eddie Hearn's talking about Broner and people who are on the back half of their career. That doesn't give me confidence that Eddie Hearn or Conor Benn is ready to fight Crawford if they're talking about Broner and Kell Brook for Ben. And he just fought Algieri. Come on. Talk to me nice. Say something that's real. Listen, I'm giving y'all every chance to outthink me, and nobody's doing it. Nobody. So you have to either concede or keep with these piddly guesses that really don't make sense and answer my question. The choice is yours. I told you I'm going to force y'all to see it my way because there's only the truth. You can't make up no alternate universe of truth. It is what it is. He's not in a position to have a fight of really any I mean, who? Y'all tell me. That's it. Rashidi Ellis, that's a big fight that gets him over the hump to demand anything from Errol Spence. Really? Beyond that, Rashidi Ellis is signed with Golden Boy, currently suing them. So good luck fighting a guy who's going through litigation. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all desperate. Y'all desperate. He's like suing Golden Boy. So good luck with that. Yeah, he's really gonna fight. Rashidi Ellis is gonna fight in the first 2 quarters. And again, I like Rashidi Ellis. He's dope. He just followed me actually on Instagram. Even if Bud fought him based on how Golden Boy didn't really do much with his career, then that would be in the same lines as Cody Crowley, Castillo Clayton type of fights. What about Ortiz? Went over that. He's fighting Michael McKinnison. You know Golden Boy ain't trying to put Virgil Ortiz in there with Crawford right now. Shout out to B-Dog. Y'all got to just give up. Everything, y'all just keep recycling the same stuff. I'm coming a little late, but do you think he could get Danny Garcia? Already went over that. I don't see it. I mean, you guys, Danny said he's moving to 54, so I don't see that coming off. Khan is fighting Kell Brook. Y'all struggling. Y'all struggling, bro. I'm asking to be enlightened. Cause see, this is what I don't allow on my watch. Y'all saying I don't know what I'm talking about, but nobody can prove me wrong. So there's a problem with that. When I say this stuff I'm saying, y'all saying I'm biased. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you guys are saying, oh, you don't know, you're biased, you're hating. So you going to prove me wrong. Since I'm biased and hating, you going to prove me wrong. And if you can't do it, then what's that say about your standpoint? Yeah. Rest in peace to Draco. We know the truth. The truth is undisputed. Bro, in the first 2 quarters, it's looking ugly. Like at the best, a tune-up style fight or a fight that nobody wants to see. A fight that doesn't. Somebody said Gamboa. Bud beat Gamboa. Man, come on, bro. And then Devin Haney and Tank and all them beat him. Come on, bro. Rudy said, for my ignorant comment and not taking the time to actually think it through, still learning from you, Ego. Appreciate your realness in the boxing game. Rudy, my guy, appreciate you. Oh, he was just joking about Gamboa. Okay. See, that's all y'all can do, though, is tell jokes, because I know you ain't coming up with no answers that we haven't went over. Boots is like a super dangerous. I don't see Crawford fighting Boots, just to be honest. Shout out to Rudy. Listen, I got it. Why? Because I got to be thug. I got to just say it cutthroat, because people, they want to outsmart you and they want to go down paths you already went down. I don't, listen, for me, I'm super meticulous. I'm not perfect, but I'm meticulous. So I don't know about other channels and other reporters and stuff. I personally do my research before the video even comes out. So if I'm saying it, trust me, there's some work and thought already put into it by the time you would ever even hear it. So that's why I'm so confident in my standpoint that in the first or second quarter, outside of the names that I've already mentioned, which aren't big fights, and the biggest of them is probably Jerron Boots Ennis, which is just high risk, low reward for Crawford. I stand firm on what I said. And that's why I'm so confident in what I'm saying, because I've already thought about who could Bud intelligently fight that's realistic in the first 2 quarters without having to wait. Like, remember when Wilder couldn't corral Joshua and Eddie Hearn was playing games? He fought Luis Ortiz twice, and Tyson Fury twice would end up being 3 times. So that made sense because he still found big fights. So who is a Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury for Crawford to fight that you think really can be made in the first 2 quarters? Because so far for the last 2 years, Terence Crawford has fought 1 time a year in November or December. Kell Brook in 2020 and then Sean Porter in 2021. So he's not having no activity for the whole first stretch of the career, or for the whole first stretch of the year, and then they just put him in the last 2 months of the year. So if he wants to change that trend, let me know who he can fight without having to wait, because everybody else is getting booked up. That's reasonable. Or they're in the transitional period, like Mikey Garcia Lipinets is moving down. Danny Garcia said he's moving up. I told you, I've already been here, bro. Unless it's something wild, like he fought a YouTuber or something, you know what I mean? Like something crazy like that came up, where it's like, oh, Crawford fighting an entertainer. That, you know what I'm saying? And what entertainer would even want to fight Crawford? You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't even really seem realistic. What entertainer wants to fight a beast like Crawford? You know what I'm saying? And you a actor or something. It's not likely. This is the situation that Crawford is in. Bud is about to get an unknown English fighter. Yeah, I mean, he can maybe get something like that, but I just don't see these crazy names, especially a name that would make him the big fish over big fish, Errol Spence. And he said Crawford Woodley. It's Crawford's fault he need to sign with PBC. Y'all don't want to listen. He needs to get a guy at 54 to fight him. I told you, we already been there too. At 47 and 54, all of the top names are predominantly with PBC. Outside of Virgil Ortiz, who's booked. Outside of Jerron Ennis, who's kind of in that free agency. All right, so name a 154 pounder that's not booked up, that's not with Al Heyman at 54. Bro, y'all can't beat me. I promise you. So there's nobody that could say Boxing Ego don't know what he's talking about when there's all your minds versus my mind and y'all can't beat me. So name a true 154 pounder that is not already scheduled to fight somebody, that is not with Al Heyman, that Terence Crawford can fight at 154. That makes sense. That's a big fight. Go. I'm telling y'all can't defeat me, bro. Yeah, shout out to Sean Carter. Yeah, y'all better do like Jay-Z, Sean Carter, just give up quick. You can't beat me, bro. Who is he going to fight at 54? That's not with Al Heyman. Because my theory is all roads really at 47-54 lead to Al Heyman. So prove me wrong by picking a great 154-pound fight for him right now, because Andre's not there anymore. He's at 160 talking about moving up even higher to 68. So who's he going to fight? Madrimov? Is that what y'all want to see? Crawford versus Madrimov? That's just a dumb fight. Like, what's the point? Like, Madrimov has no profile. He's bigger. But why would Crawford be fighting? I'm telling you. Y'all want to be right so bad. I'm waiting to get stumped, and y'all can't do it. So, says a lot about my presentation and my theory. Name a 54-pounder. That's all. That's all I'm asking. 54-pounder that's realistic, not booked up, and not with Al Heyman. Y'all probably on Wikipedia, Google, and all I got is my noggin, and y'all still can't match wits with me. Oh man. It's gonna be a cold 2022. Crawford, Danny Garcia. All right, bro. We already went there. What about Rosario? Oh, the guy who Erickson Lubin just like beat, and he just had a fight against some unknown person that's with Al Heyman and Louis de Cuba. Oh, that guy? Bro, what? Bro, this is sad. These young boys can't be, bro. This is sad, bro. Okay, so you thought PBC didn't have a working relationship, and then Jason Rosario just happened to be on PBC for the J-Rock fight on their undercards before that, and then fought Erickson Lubin? Okay. Y'all might as well just hang it up. Y'all looking toast. Are y'all done? I'm waiting. I'm like, and see, y'all are, Munguia is at 160. Block this dude. That's your second dumb answer in a row. Munguia is at 160. How he gonna fight Crawford at 154? Why he gonna move back? Bro, get him out of here. I'm done with him. I'm done with him, bro. He said Munguia. You don't even spell his name right, bro. Bro, get him out of my face, please. And bro, I told you this is pure desperation. That man said Munguia. You don't even know what weight. Man, stop. So Munguia could fight Andre, Charlo, Triple G, maybe. He gonna move to 54 for a beltless Crawford. Come on, bro. All right, y'all got like 30 seconds. Y'all not finna waste my whole day. Like, salute. When they hate, donate. Come on. Y'all got like 30 more seconds. I'm not finna. Listen, I already know what I know, so it's up to y'all. Y'all got the burden of proof. Anybody else? Anybody? It's a simple question. Realistic person not with Al Heyman, that's not booked up. It's that simple, bro. And like a lot of what y'all saying is this is why I get paid the big bucks. Because a lot of what y'all say, y'all say it because you like the way it sounds, but it's not really realistic. Like for starters, you have to understand the business of boxing. If Bud moves up to 54, that's up to him. But at 54, what is he doing with his belt at 147? Is he relinquishing it? Is he moving up for one fight? That has to be discerned. What is he doing with his belt? Second of all, if he moves up to 154, he's not established there. So him moving up to 54, you're just saying it like he just automatically gets all the top fights at 54 where he's not even a champion. So like if Castaño could fight Charlo and collectively that fight is worth, which is already done, that fight is worth undisputed, why would Castaño say, nah, I want to fight Bud because he's a good fighter? Bud doesn't represent any piece of the pie at 54. So you just saying whatever. Like y'all are all over the place trying to prove me wrong when you should just concede. It's just not the way, bro. Have you ever seen someone try to win an argument that they know they can't win? You just look foolish, bro. I've already been here, bro. Like I said, unless it's a wild card, like he fighting an entertainer, YouTuber, or a Maidana or something weird, you know, because Maidana already has a fight booked up. So either way, he would probably have to wait for that. Bro, that's the boy Maidana ain't fought in like 3-4 years and got a fight before Bud. This is reality, people. And then the other thing is Jake Paul's a YouTuber and he'll probably get his next fight before, you see what I'm saying? He'll probably get his next fight set up before Bud Crawford, and it'll probably be a bigger fight. Like if he fight Tommy Fury or something, he got a couple of options. A lot of people calling him out. I'm telling you, bro, just look. All I'm asking, y'all could do the same thing I'm doing. Before you speak, think, do the research, see what's realistic, see what's a big fight, and then tell me what makes sense. People just taking wild guesses, but you got to make sure this aligns and makes sense. Bud need to make moves like Amanda Serrano. Word. Anyway, I'm out. I've done almost 3 hours. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all can't outthink me, clearly. He says, sad Ryan Garcia going to fight. I'm telling you, Bud is in this position, and he's probably going to have to wait. Rashidi Ellis, we already went over that. I'm done. Y'all just saying the same thing.